Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I am Pete.
And we're having a crazy episode right now.
Wow, crazy episode.
The quality of this episode, just camera-wise.
Yeah, there's a couple of things.
First
of all, some of you have very generously donated money to the show, which is pretty amazing. If you would still like to do that, you can do that at comicbookclub.chipin.com. Yeah. What we're trying to do is raise a little money to get the quality up for you guys. So this episode, hopefully, if everything works out correctly, we have better video quality, better audio quality,
better opinions, less anger,
more friendship,
less
anger.
The more money you donate, the more friendship we have on this show.
I wanted to read off the names of the people who are nice enough to donate so far. That's pretty amazing of you guys. Ian, Brian Skinner,
Say their last names.
Yeah, Sam. Ian Struckoff, Brian Skinner, Brian Adams.
Brian Adams? Man! I
haven't seen that guy since summer of '69.
That donation cuts
Danny
like a knife.
Smagic, sorry if I can't pronounce that. Francois Arsenal, Alyssa Holland, Porter Mason, Michael Kesterton, Matthew Levine, Sal Loria, and Larry from Nashville, who donated $500.
What?
To the show.
What did you do with the money?
This now is called Larry Book Club.
I bought us 3 Miller Lights for $500. It's pretty amazing.
Alex, I feel like you're taking a little off the top.
Yeah, I know.
What?
The deal?
No. It's 100, 100, and 300.
Good. Well, the math is good.
Thank you.
Guys, this is Larry Book Club. Let's get to the Larry.
All right.
Wait, before, one more thing.
Our show is sponsored by Larry.
One person who donated, we can promote a little bit, is Porter Mason. Has a great webcomic called Basis Wanted. Look it up.
Yeah,
Google it.
It's actually very good.
So we have 3 great comic books for you guys today. We are going to talk about Runaways, number 14, Justice League of America, 80-page giant, number 1, and Spider-Man Clone Saga, number 1. So let's get right into it with Runaways, number 14. So what do you guys think about this issue? This is the end of Catherine Monin and Sarah Bocelli's run.
Oh, do you have a question?
Man?
Please, go ahead.
Pete, well, this is the new era of Comic Book Club, so please, Pete, talk.
Thank you. I would like to start by saying, of all the comics to talk about, we decided to talk about Runaways, and I read it because I figured, this is going to be really amazing. The art's good. And I look forward to the new era of Runaways and it to stop sucking. It's really... It went from a great, amazing series to like chatty Cathy teens and man, look out for traffic.
Yeah.
What did you think about this?
I like this issue. The arc, I think, has been sort of... it's been a little unfocused. This, just the pacing and the drama of the last 6 pages I thought was awesome and really leaves the team in a more interesting place. And I will say I like the dialogue. I mean, a lot of people think it's weird, but at least it's different. It's unique.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the problem is Catherine Monin's plotting. There's twofold that I think over the course of their run on the title. I really like Catherine Monin a lot. I think she did great work on Patsy Walker Hellcat.
God, all you talk about is this.
Yeah, I love it.
Jesus. She did one great comic. Get over it.
It was totally unclear to me what the character's motivation was, and more than that, where they were, which I do think goes on Sarah Bocelli a little bit. There was a lot of times where they were talking about, oh no, we're trapped in this house, but all you could see was the sky. And so, I don't know, it was very confusing across the board. It was very hard to hold on to. I do agree that it ended up in a nice, interesting place for whoever's going to pick up the ball next.
I would just like to say, you have a raptor on a team. Would you please use them?
They killed the raptor.
Why would you do that?
A little bit of a spoiler warning on, not too much because it's on the cover. What did you think about the Fogert?
I gotta find out. It's a great tease. I gotta find out where that's gonna lead. Because if you notice in one of the panels, you can see in the background there is a raptor in the alley where she is walking to.
Right.
I thought, well, if she has a raptor, that's kind of legit.
And there was also another tease where someone wears an I Love LA t-shirt and then gets hit by a car. So don't wear LA t-shirts or go to LA.
Don't love LA.
I guess, you're right.
All right, I'm going to assume this is not a pickup.
I think if you haven't been reading the arc, you should wait and pick up the next one if you like the characters.
Let's move on and talk about Justice League of America 80-page giant, number 1. This is a return of something that people really used to like a lot back in DC Universe days.
It's so refreshing to know the page number on the cover. Because sometimes I get started and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired.
Well, you want to know what kind of a giant it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Andre. The one from My Giant.
Anybody want a peanut? No, this is a lot of fun. What's nice about a collection of stories is that if you don't like one story, hopefully you'll enjoy the next. And there is a lot of great work in here. I can't say that all of it was fantastic, but when you're paying extra money for something, you want it to at least hit home. And I feel like there was a couple fun stories with some amazing artwork and a lot of imagination. Yeah, it's heavy. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of fun stuff in here.
I rarely agree with Pete's reviews, but I gotta say, this was a lot of fun. It reminded me of walking to the corner store in my country town and picking up an annual with the characters I loved on a weird adventure through time.
Okay, I agree with you guys.
I know you guys have a lot of questions. You agree about the corner store?
No, I agree the corner
store. What do you mean
stores
country?
exist.
You grew up in upstate New York, in Syracuse. That's
no,
not the country.
I grew up in the country. I had to walk. I walked 5 miles for my comic books.
Uphill both ways?
Yeah,
it was before they had shoes.
Yeah. No, I had a jetpack.
Yeah, I mean, this is old school and whatever. It's so negligible, though, the whole thing. It's
negligible.
It's such a, oh no, the Justice League is sent back in time. Where they can interact with people that are back in time that they used to know. Yeah. I don't know. It's totally an unnecessary issue to pick up. However, I do agree with you that it's a nice sort of thing. If I was a kid and I found it in the newsstand at Hudson News, I grew up in the big city, you see.
Oh man, we're like opposites.
Well, we're like mice, different type of mice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the way I can see giving it as a present to a kid, getting
as a present.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's all presented up. That's my recommendation.
Well, here's the thing. I think that's an interesting point that this is for kids. When, if you read this week's issue of Spider-Man, that is not for kids. No, Spider-Man has basically
it's about for kids. But it's about for kids who want to learn about.
There was one page where I was really impressed. The Green Lantern moment where it was like, it's a badge, he turns into Green Lantern just before he got shot. That was badass. I was like, oh, that was cool.
All right, last but not least, we are going to move on and talk about Spider-Man Clone Saga #1. Now, for those of you who don't know, back in the day, there was the Clone Saga and the Spider-Man comic books. It's pretty much considered, let's just say, the worst comic book storyline of all time. I don't know that we consider it that, but a lot of people do. Right. It went on for far too long. There's a note here in the front saying, look, what we're going to do is we're going to do it in 6 issues and do it the way we wanted to do it.
This is an exciting moment. Like, taking something and addressing it and be like, okay, people hated this. You know what? Let's redo it. Let's give them what they wanted. Yeah. It's an exciting thing, It's like, oh my gosh, we're going to redo the Clone Saga in a new and improved way that's completely going to change everything and make everything all better.
That's not true. It's going to end up the same way. That's definitely not true. But it's just sort of cutting out all the middling stuff.
Yeah. What's going to happen is that Peter Parker is going to wake up in bed with his girl, and he's going to be like, oh, Mary Jane, did we last night? But it's going to be Ben Reilly.
Oh, weird.
Oh, is it sex or masturbation? I don't know.
That's the question we pose to you, viewers.
Well, what you guys think of this?
If you're a clone...
I think our views on this comic are on record. It's fine. Yeah. Again, it's old school fun sort of thing. Tom DeFalco always, on Spider-Girl, he writes good old school dialogue. This is old school dialogue.
I feel like it's a little bit more in character for Spider-Man than they're...
I would like to see more of this, though. I would like to see them take other storylines. Like, I'd love to see Batman R.I.P., but it condensed down to one panel of Batman just going,
I don't get myself.
What?
Yeah.
Or an old guy just...
Very quickly, because we do need to wrap up.
All right. I think it's funny that he's always wearing... the clone's always wearing a jacket. If you need to tell the difference, he's always wearing some sort of sleeveless
jackets are the new goatee.
Oh.
If you have a question, you can write us at comicbookclublive@gmail.com, popcultureshock.com/comicbookclub, twitter.com/comicbooklive, iTunes, Comic Book Club Live, where you can download these very episodes. And Pete,
New York City, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock. We'd love to see it at our live show. It's at the People's Improv.
You see all those big donations and all this friendship here?
Yeah.
Think about it.
I hate you guys.
Oh man.
Yeah, I feel better.